Jack, you were just telling me about the stuff that you got in your hand, which is, what's it called?
French enamel.
And tell me the story about what you're thinking of on that one.
Well, I did a painting a few years ago for a show, and there's different things you can do with sort of spirit-based, oil-based paints and methylated spirits, and they all react pretty weirdly with each other, especially when you start chucking water at them. And water-based paints, they all react, crack, and can either go one way, terrible, or quite good. And I once did a whole tree painting, really, really pissed, with this stuff, some button polish, some methylated spirit.
Had you been drinking most of this stuff at the same time?
No, I hadn't been drinking it. I was tempted to hit the meths, but I heard that can turn you blind, which isn't too good for an artist. But
I can't see you.
But it all cracked. Everything cracked. It
and a good effect, yeah?
Yeah, almost like amber. And it just after about 3 hours of leaving it, there was bits of it that were sort of peeling, and it stayed. The guy bought it and really loved it. And someone was also saying, I don't actually know what the technical term was, but there's some sort of volcanic wood you can get that's compressed, and it goes almost like this sort of colour once it's dry. And they said it looked just like that. And
okay, so what sort of mountain are you thinking of for that? Something that's got some greenery, maybe?
This is a brown. There's a black. I'm going to use this and a black, but I want to do probably a mountain that's killed quite a lot of people, something like that. You know, a really dangerous one. You know, like a one.
Why is that? Why do you want to?
Because I want it to be a dangerous painting. You know, I want it to be.
And what kind of style are you going to paint it in then?
Like basically, I want to try this style where you get the drawing near enough perfect. I don't want to be really anal and measure and make sure everything. This one was everything is spot on. All the proportions are exact. Every point, the distance from there to there, for instance, is exact. The distance from there to there is exact. The height from there to there is exact. Everything is perfectly in proportion, mathematically, to the actual mountain. I mean, when I want to do these, I can't even explain it. Part of me wants to get near enough exact, so you know it's the amount, but not be so anal with the measuring. Really free flowing, but with inks, enamels, and then oil-based and water-based paint, which that's the part where it could go wrong. Because you shouldn't really mix the two, especially wet on wet, because it won't work. It will react. But if you get some, maybe if you get some methylated spirits and button polish, I don't know. So we're
going to try some stuff out.
Yeah.
Cool.
And also not paint the whole canvas out like this and make sure everything's painted, primed, and I want to have like a wet sky using like 2 brushes and not spray it in. So this was sprayed, so it's, you know, very photographic. And I want some not to be photographic, because I think if someone's coming to a show like we were talking about, I think it'd be quite boring if you're looking at some
all the same style.
Yeah, it's just,
yeah, totally.
And your palette can be limited. I mean, I could have been braver with this with certain colours, but I really liked it being dark here and the light almost kicking off. I mean, but sometimes you can copy something exact to the reference, but then you might as well have a photograph and blow it up. Yeah. So I think